Daniel, where are you from?
Moldova.
Moldova, where's that?
Near East Europe.
Okay.
Yeah.
When did you come here?
Like 8 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, I see you around a lot. So I've been out today researching for the next musical, which is called Tracks. I've spent the day in Guildford and the surrounding areas looking into homelessness in the area. And what are you hoping to do, like long term?
Like literally have a delivery job or something.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. And when you came across 8 years ago, what did you think you were going to find when you got here?
Literally I wasn't really sure because I came to a friend, you know.
Yeah.
I wasn't really sure. But now hopefully I get a delivery job soon.
Yeah, again, as with everything that I research, I'm having to break my own judgments of things and having to look beyond what I may have initially thought. It feels like there's a lot of things that I've learned just by blindly seeing them online, and that's formed a part of the way that I feel about homelessness. And how long have you been here?
I'm here, sell magazine here, long time.
Yeah, and I've seen you around a lot.
Good business. Enjoy your Christmas.
Will do, thank you.
Thank you. Have a lovely Christmas, bye.
Bye. And yeah, so the day has been hard because once again my brain is kind of bursting at the seams, which is what I needed. I don't feel it would have been right to write this piece without spending that time with myself that I needed to be at one with what I really think about these issues.
How are we issue, please? Lovely Christmas. Have a lovely Christmas.
One of the places that I went to today was a drop-in centre in Guildford, and I turned up about 8 AM this morning, so I was sat just watching, which is kind of all I wanted to do anyway. And people were coming in, and they were coming in for breakfast. That's what they do there every day, and I just happened to be there at the time when the rough sleepers were coming in, and the people who clearly are getting support from that centre. So I just sat and listened, and I drew. There was a guy who was clearly taking drugs, was on something at that time. Fidget, watching him circle, he circled me several times. He was muttering, it was almost like a beatbox, and he was in full conversation with several people in his head, and it was very dramatic whatever was happening. He was very scared. But he was still able to arrive back in the room. There was a lady there, I think her name was Chantel, and she went into her bag to pick out some pills, and I think actually they were either pills or they were those things that you take when you pretend that you're giving up smoking and you're chewing gum instead. And she pulled those out, and he flipped straight out of where he'd been in his head and just said, "Oh, can I have one?" Because it looked like pills. And she said, "Oh no, I've got nothing here that'll get you out of your own head." There were the guys who were sitting together reading the newspaper, really political pirate who was chuckling and laughing at the state of our country and the refugees and just, you know, what's going on right now for us all. And then there was a guy with a leather jacket who had barely any nose left, and that must have been from drug abuse again, from snorting cocaine. So there was just nothing there, it was just all black. Interesting day. I'm looking forward to writing more now that I have more to see and more to understand.